as always, Laura and I just talking about, how well Australia is doing at the moment. Perhaps it's underappreciated from us sometimes, and even more so from people overseas. But I guess, we were breathing a sigh of relief in some quarters last night that it wasn't a full lockdown in Victoria after just one case, which is what happened in WA.
Yeah, good morning, Pete. It was very coolly and deftly handled in the end there. I think it was good to get that information out and that clarity. So, there was no sort of angst this morning from basically for consumers and commuters on the way to work in Melbourne. So, yeah, look, I think it's sort of steady as she goes. And you're right, we've been sort of very lucky in Australia. Obviously, COVID-19's been at the forefront of our thinking from a policy-making perspective and from a health crisis, but we really have been in a bubble when it comes to what's been happening in the rest of the world. So steady as she goes in Melbourne, and hopefully the next few days pan out well, and it's just a maintenance of those masks and not much more, hopefully.
What about these comments from Rob Lowe? Yes, Rob Lowe. Philip Lowe.
When RBA the movie comes out, I think Rob's got the gig.
I'm talking about the Golden Globes earlier. I think my head's in the entertainment world. Philip Lowe yesterday suggesting that we're probably going to have to go for an increase in Newstart. ACOS on our show earlier today saying it's got to be $65 a day, up from $40. Is the government boxed in now on this, following these comments from Dr. Lowe?
Yeah, look, the pressure's really on, and it's going to be a really big issue that plays out, over the next 12 months and the lead up to the next election. And the governor's right. There is a consensus there, and all the peak bodies, all the peak business bodies, Pete, are lining up for that extra support. And I think it's a fairness thing, but also the economics, as we know, that people who are at a lower income level and the unemployed, we know that every dollar they get, they're going to spend. So that's good for the economy. So it's not just a matter of fairness. Yeah. And so, the RBA governor isn't Robinson Crusoe here. There is that broad consensus. There'll be pressure there. And remember, some of the members of parliament who represent the lowest income people in Australia are actually National Party MPs. So there are people within the government who actually support retaining a high level of Newstart, if you like, when JobSeeker comes off.